Hi guys, welcome to your Yoga Beginner Starter Kit at Do You Yoga. I'm Kristen, and this is a yoga class for beginners that's going to focus on the abs. It's going to focus on the core and get us nice and strong there. Find a comfortable seat and close the eyes just for a second so you can bring your awareness, your energy to your belly, to that place of strength, that core connection. Soften the shoulders down the back. You can flip the palms open to the ceiling. And as you breathe here, just engage your pelvic floor. See if you can find that little lift from the very base of the spine. So it's almost like you have to use the restroom, but you're not going to. So you're going to lift, 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 lift from that very deep place that then also pulls up through the lower abs. And that gets us really connected to the transverse abdominals, or the deepest layer of abs. And so connect to the pelvic floor region, feel that lift, feel that rise. Take a deep breath in and deep breath out. Open the eyes and spin around on your mat so you're sideways. And your feet are together, your knees are together, and your hands are underneath your upper thighs or your knees. Either place you want to be when you start to lean back is fine. You're taking your torso back in space, and you're trying to create a nice long line of energy from your hips to the crown of your head as you find that pelvic floor region again. So pelvic floor lifting, lower abdominals engaged, and lengthen out of your lower back. So come back as far as you can, scoop in the abs, and then come back up to sit. Don't let your ribs pop open and don't let your knees come apart. Feel your ribs gathered in. Feel the inner thighs, how hard they have to work because they're connected to that pelvic floor region. And then once again, hinge back. Scoop in the abs, drop your shoulders. If you have to slide your hands closer to the upper thighs, you can. Breathe through the nose. Inhale and exhale. And come back up to sit. Great. This time, come back, find the length through the spine, and then see if you can float your right leg up so it's in a tabletop position, and then place it down, and then float your left leg up into a tabletop position, and place it down. And then see if you can float both legs up to that tabletop position, and your core should start to engage. Your abs should be on fire. Your inner thighs should be feeling this. Squeeze your knees together. Lengthen your hands forward, and here's your modified boat. Soften the shoulders, breathe through the nose, scoop in the abs. Take a breath in. Deep breath out. Squeeze those knees. Inhale. Exhale. Now come up to sit and just give it a little break. Really nice. So boat pose is that great yoga pose that's going to strengthen your core, those deep transverse abdominals, and get you nice and lengthened in your spine. One more time, I want you to lean back, float both legs up into your boat, stretch your hands forward, and eventually straighten your legs out. If that's too challenging for today, keep the knees bent. If any of these are too challenging, keep the feet on the floor and stretch your hands forward, and you still should feel those lower abs on fire. So wherever you're at, hold and breathe. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nice work. Drop your feet, and then come back up to sit. Nice work. Okay, now this time, I want you to come down a little further. Float your legs up towards that modified boat, and then start to lengthen your mid-back to your shoulder blades to the floor, and see if you can extend your legs out to a canoe. Now this is a challenging pose. It might feel like, ooh, my abs are really, really, really on fire. If you need to bend the knees, drop the heels to the floor, just use this upper abdominal region you can. Otherwise, try and again, lift your legs up, stretch your legs out, and find your canoe pose. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and then lower it down to your back. And I want to teach you how to go from boat to canoe. So bring your knees in, rock up to sit. Here we are upright. You're going to drop your shoulders, lift through your abs, lean back, find the pelvic floor, scoop out the lower abs, lift your legs up, maybe keep the knees bent, maybe straighten the legs if you really want to challenge your abs, and then start to lower the body in one unit, upper and lower legs, into canoe, and then use those lower abs and try and lift back up to boat. Good. These are ones you can just keep working on. If you don't have the strength now, don't beat yourself up. Lower back, lift up. One more, lower back. You can do it. And lift up. Excellent work. And then lower all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, and release. Great job. Now bend your knees, place your feet flat on the mat. Push into your feet and just lift your hips up. And even this can be an abdominal exercise because you're really scooping again, pelvic floor to navel. Think of zipping up a tight pair of jeans. Engage your lower abs, lift your butt. And the glutes are really a great way to also strengthen the core. So this entire region wrapping around here. And then also the upper abs, the ribs coming towards each other. That Uddiyana Bandha lift, that flying up lock. And then lower the butt down and float your legs up to the ceiling. Flex your feet, point your toes, flex your feet, point your toes, flex your feet, point the toes, and keep them somewhere between the flexed and that point position for a second. Now I want you to start to lower your legs just a couple inches away from the chest, and then lift your legs back up to the ceiling. Now, if you started to feel your mid-back come off the floor or your lower back released or any pain in your lower back, slip your buttocks on top of your hands. Use your hands under your low back. And then again, just start to float the legs a little away and lift the legs back up. Working those lower abs. Reach out. Reach out. Imagine energy moving through the feet. Reach out and lift. And then try that again. Reach out. Reach out, reach out. Every time maybe going a little bit lower and lift. One more time, reach out, out, out. Only go to your edge and lift. Bend your knees to your tabletop position. Stretch your arms out to your sides. We'll do a little oblique work. Let the knees drop to the right as if you're going into a twist. Before they touch the floor, lift them back to center. Keep that pelvic floor region engaged, lower abs engaged, drop them left, and lift them center. Drop to the right, lift center, drop to the left, lift to center, drop to the right, lift to center, drop to the left, lift to center. 2 more each side. Drop right, feel those obliques working the waist, lift center, drop left, lift center, 1 more, drop right, lift center. Try and keep those knees together as you drop over and lift. Nice work. Place your feet down, walk your feet long, take your arms overhead. Now from here, we're going to practice rolling up using the abdominal strength. So you start to lift your head and neck up, you take your arms up, you use your core, and you can come up to sit. Slowly start to roll back down. Now, if that was way too hard, you can take your thighs as you lift to help sit you up to come up nice and tall. We sit up nice and tall like this in a lot of yoga postures, seated postures, staff pose, all of those. So work your lower abs. Learn how to use your core to help you sit up nice and tall. Take your arms back, round yourself up, rolling it up, rolling it up, rolling it up, sitting nice and tall, rolling it down. This will help you, especially going down, to learn where to engage. So if you need to hold the back of the thighs, you can. And then 1 more time, lift it up, scoop in the abs, lift it up, sit nice and tall, and relax the arms down. Take your legs around behind you. Come onto your hands and knees. So your hands are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. Lengthen your right arm out and your left toes away. Lift your right arm and left leg up and hold in your abs. Bird dog position, great for the core. Scoop in the lower abs, soften the shoulders, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, inhale. Exhale, tap the hand and foot, slide it back in. So try and stay neutral in your spine. Almost imagine you're balancing some teacups on your back. Left arm forward, right leg back, and lift. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, shoulders soft, breathe through the nose, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, release the hand, release the knee. Come down onto your forearms, walk your knees back in space, get your shoulders directly above your elbows, flex your feet under, use your thighs, and come into a forearm plank. Tighten that seatbelt around the waist, scoop in your lower abs, breathe through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Make sure you're one straight line of energy, heels pressing back, head reaching forward. Tighten that seatbelt. If this gets too challenging, drop your knees to the floor, come into a modified forearm plank. Otherwise, keep those legs lifted, breathe through the nose, pull in the pelvic floor muscles. I'm feeling it with you. Hang on, you can do it. And then lower the knees, lower your hips, take a nice little arch in the upper back, walk your hands forward, fold onto your belly. We often don't think of our lower back and our abs being all one, but we really want to find that well-rounded approach, right? Really get the entire body strong. So as you lift your head and neck up, stretch your arms back and come into a locust pose. Holding here, using your lower back and using your lower abs. Pull up through the pelvic floor, pull up through the lower belly. Let your head and neck be long. Breathe through the nose, take the bends out of the knees. Lift everything a little higher. And then lower down, press into the hands. Push yourself back into a child's pose. Give yourself a little break. Round on up to stand or to sit. And notice how strong your abs are. You did an awesome job. That was so great. It's really important to work our core, and I'm so glad you joined me for this class. I can't wait to see you for more. I'll see you soon. Hey there, it's Kristen, and I really hope you enjoyed this class. Now, don't forget, you can get the entire Yoga for Beginners starter kit for free. That's 28 free yoga classes designed specifically for the beginner. This course is perfect for you if you've never done yoga before, or if you've tried yoga a few times and you're really ready to get started. So head on over to doyouyoga.com/beginners and join me and thousands of others for this course. I can't wait to see you on your mat.